De acuerdo, vamos a continuar desde acá. Bombivalo, bombilo.
Is there a land where I might find more of your kind?
Oh, un cartel de anuncios.
Ugh, there's no fucking integrity in this world.
This Baronet's Lavallette's villa.
Shouldn't interest you. The Baroness don't mingle with just anyone.
Don't worry. I'm here to see your chambermaid, Molly.
Out of the way. Baroness is riding out. Be gone.
Geralt of Rivia at my doorstep? Surely this is no chance encounter.
Greetings, Baroness. Greetings, General. You're right. I'm here for a reason.
There's no mistaking you. But for etiquette's sake, Mary Louisa Lavalette, an Imperial General and a
Mary
Witcher
Louise
meet
Lavalette.
and know each other. Surprising.
Conocí a Vórtice en un visita.
Yeah, we had an opportunity to, talk when the Emperor summoned me to Vizima.
Had you run afoul of Var Emrys? No. You'd be long dead if that were so. It seems, then, that you share some interests. But I shan't question you out of doors. Will you accept my invitation? Tell me what brings you here.
Looking for a girl named Molly. Heard she works here.
My maidservant. I'm afraid she's currently at the home of my dear friend Patricia Vegelbud.
Perhaps Geralt could accompany us. He could speak with Molly at the races.
Is that something you'd consider, Witcher? Care to partake of some sophisticated diversion?
Será un placer.
Well, if Molly'll be there.
On our way, then.
A la villa se ha dicho. 12 horas. Yo estoy loco. Yo estoy chiflado. Debe ser que algo me explotó en la cabeza. No sé. Algo. Algo en coso, pero algo me pasó. 12 malditas horas aquí. 12 malditas horas. Dios mío, mi cerebro... Yo no sé, a veces mi cerebro opera raro. O me explota algo, no sé. Qué sé yo, en la vida me trata de tal forma. A ver cómo está esto. Está bien.
We've arrived.
Está fresco el día. Ya salió el sol y todo.
My father owned a similar estate in Bruges. As a young girl, I'd travel there often to ride.
Shall we look at the horses? Do you like horses, Geralt?
I guess so. Called every horse I've had Roach.
The grey mare is Cantarella, sired by Cahir, the champion from Vol.
Gray's a nice color. For horses, too.
My coin's on the black stallion, Nemrod, purest Nilfgaardian stock.
Surprised he didn't salute you, General.
¿Sabes mucho de caballos?
Seem to know your horses.
No is not the word. Morvran's a true expert.
I find them to be far more honest than men. Must say, I'm curious how you manage in the saddle, Witcher.
Mostly just try to stay in it.
What would you say to a little race?
Not what I came here for.
Don't make me beg, Witcher. Tell you what, win, and I shall give you my finest saddle. Made in Nilfgaard proper of beautifully tanned leather.
Bueno, corramos.
Why not? Wouldn't mind seeing if your knowledge of horses translates into riding skills.
Well said. So, which steed do you choose, Witcher?
Me quedo con Cantarella.
Heard tales of Zeracanian horses. I'll ride the bay.
I'll not ride with you, but I shall bet on a steed. Nemrod will win, no matter the rider.
Cantarella for me, then. I see no point in delaying this. Let's begin.
Allá vamos, a correr con caballos.
Riders, ready!
Come on, Witcher. Let's see what you're made of. I adore the speed, the rush of air. Don't spare the
Giddy up.
horse. I adore the speed, the rush of air. Don't spare the horse. I adore the speed.
Bueno, gané por lo menos.
What a thrill! A beautiful victory!
Thanks.
For one for whom every horse is a roach, you carry yourself exquisitely in the saddle. My congratulations. That is yours.
Ok,
Now,
sigue de
could I
montar.
talk to your chambermaid, milady?
Ah, yes, Molly. That is why you came here after all. The portly young woman. That's her.
Speak to her. And you must find us when you're ready to return to Novigrad. We'd be delighted to join you for the journey.
Bueno, por lo menos salió bien.
Washing your hair lately?
Youth these days. Hair-brained, all of them.
Molly.
I'm Molly, my lord. Wish to see me?
Call me Geralt.
Geralt! That Geralt! The one Dandelion's rescued time and time again!
Wouldn't be here if not for Dandelion.
Told me all about your adventures. How he'd ready you for battle with his songs. How he tamed the Karen by playing his lute.
I meant that literally. Dandelion's why I'm here. Came to ask you about him. Know where he might be?
No. Sadly, I haven't got a clue. We've not seen each other in ages. The Baroness don't approve of our acquaintance. Says Dandelion's a good-for-nothing layabout. Can you imagine? But... or maybe his sister could help you. Such a nice girl.
Es que no tiene una hermana.
You do realize Dandelion doesn't have a sister.
Sure he does. Saw him myself. Funny, she don't look like him at all. Blonde, for starters. Maybe they've different fathers.
Different mothers, too.
Maybe. But you could see he cares for her. Looks after her. The way he carried her packages and...
Know where I can find her, Dandelion's sister?
I know. Whenever I ask Dandelion when we visit her, he'd grow all quiet and then change the subject.
Any chance you remember your last conversation with Dandelion?
Course. He came to borrow some coin for a barge.
What? Why do you need a barge?
To take me on a romantic cruise of the canals by the light of the moon. Said there'd be strawberries and that wine with the bubbles, and he'd sing me arias. But I've not seen him since.
Thanks, Molly.
Wait, before you go, I've got a request. Dandelion told me once he'd show me his etchings, but he never did. I'd so like to see
Sus
him.
grabados.
Won't be too hard to convince him. He loves showing off those etchings to anyone he can.
Oh, that's wonderful! Thanks, and good luck to you on your search.
Bien, Geralt, nos vamos.
Well, well, another freak.
Geralt, there you are. Shall we return together?
Gladly. It's a long way to Novigrad. Road ought to seem shorter with some company.
I'd say the same. Well then, let's go.
Esto va a ser más complicado. Son las 8 de la mañana. Esperaré un rato. A hacer lo que tengo que hacer. Geraldo, el magias.
And here we are. Thank you for your company.
Likewise. See ya.
Bien, queda una sola, tengo que hablar, pero voy a esperar a que sea de día, porque ir de noche no quedará bien. De paso, ya casi termino de subir de experiencia de nivel 13.
Just this morning, my Greta came back from the market. And whosoever contributes towards the essential
No, only driving in 10 minutes. This place. Scrambled out the hole in the back wall.
Remember, sounds like you might have been acrobat.
Maybe so. Both misses are fond.
Capitán Van Otter,
What do you want?
soy el nuevo profesor de esgrima.
Rosavar Atra's expecting me. Supposed to give her lessons in swordplay.
Come with me. Miss Rosa awaits. I hope you realise what you've got yourself into.
Hope so too.
Miss Rosa's got a downright beastly temper. Shows no mercy once she grips. Grab a wooden one. Take care not to hurt the little miss. Or you'll learn the ambassadors up. Follow me.
Okay.
You're my new instructor. Well, well, Papa clearly went out of his way this time. Wood, to start with. I must know your worth.
Muy bien.
Come on, come closer.
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one? Damn it! Well fought. You're much better than the last one.
I'm not actually your swordplay instructor.
Really? Then who are you? And how on earth did you get in?
Soy brujo y necesito preguntarte algo.
I'm a witcher. I'm looking for...
A witcher? That's splendid. I always wanted to meet a witcher. This is so exciting.
Muy interesante. Busco a Jaskier.
Incredibly. But we ought to discuss that another time. Came to ask about your rhetoric tutor, Dandelion.
Rhetoric tutor? Good one. That is why Papa hired him, but not at all what the bard had in mind. He mostly played his lute and sang for us. I believe he thought he was wooing.
Mean he wasn't? But you had some sort of relationship?
If you call him chasing after me a relationship. Even so, there was nothing between us. Seems my sisters had a bit of fun at our
Hola animal,
expense.
si estás escuchando
But
esto,
enough chatter.
bueno,
Stand and
podemos
fight.
intentar
I
reunirnos
demand a
hoy.
rematch.
Si estás escuchando esto, puede que intentemos reunirnos hoy al mediodía. Hola, bueno, suerte Freddy, gracias por haberte quedado hasta acá, Dios mío, cosa mierda, ha sido un viaje largo. Lo que pasa es que esto no he terminado todavía. Ya veremos de cosas. Ya a la tarde puede que continúe. Va, en realidad voy a seguir yo un rato más, tú tranquilo. Pero ya a la tarde igualmente habrá de ir. Hola animal, si estás escuchando esto, nos vamos a reunir hoy al mediodía en casa, en mi casa. A ver si preparamos las pizzas. Tengo tomate, pero me falta comprar algunas cosas. También, ¿cómo se llama esto? Necesito ir a buscar cebolla que no tengo. Ahí tengo un par de piezas y vamos a preparar algo al mediodía, si te parece. Ay, Dios santo. Vamos a continuar con la pelea.
Mistake.
Stop flaunting and fight! Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one? Ratchet! You're quick! Damn it!
¿Ya?
Well, if you're not an instructor, you should certainly be one. Fancy giving me a few private lessons?
Con mucho gusto.
Can't rightly refuse a request from a lady.
What are you two lovebirds whispering about? You asked about my relationship with Dandelion? Well, here's the mix-up's mastermind. Edna Va Atra, the greatest mischief maker north or south of the Yoruga.
Ok. Creo que no... Jasker las confundió, ¿verdad?
Wait a minute. Mean to say Dandelion mixed you two up?
On occasion, yes. But then Rosa would quickly set him straight. If you'd shut your catty mouth for a moment, dear little sister, I could explain. Edna sent Dandelion some love letters. She signed my name. Conceited as he is, naturally he fell for it. I was left to repel the aging bard's advances. Rosa, I had the best of intentions, you know that. I felt you needed help taking the first step. You blushed every time you sang a
Perdón por
ballad.
eso, pero
He'll
he
next sing at
estado
your
con una
funeral if you
semana
don't stop it
horrible,
right
así
now.
que bueno, hoy recién me puse las pilas, aunque en realidad debo decirte que no he dormido nada.
Calm down, ladies. No poet's worth two sisters nipping at each other's throats.
Dale, dale,
Especially
dentro de todo, ya
this
veré
one.
si yo
Listen,
consigo...
I just want to know
Debo
one
comprar y
thing.
buscar dónde
Either of you
comprar
seen
queso.
Dandelion
Creo que están
lately?
abiertos los
Edna
negocios,
might have.
veré dónde
I
puedo
certainly
comprar
have not.
queso.
My dear sister,
Y
I
me
would
falta
never
algo de
spend time
cebolla
alone
y
with a
prepararé
man
las
for whom
cosas, ¿eh?
you burn with a secret passion. Burn with passion? For one who incessantly praises another woman's talents? Afraid I've more sense than that.
Hola animal, si estás escuchando esto, si vos querés nos reunimos hoy al mediodía a almorzar en mi casa. Buscaré las cosas para preparar unas pizzas y bueno, y veré si compro, me falta queso y cebolla. Si quieres aportar algo, una gaseosa o lo que sea, adelante. Bien, ¿a quién la lavaba Jasky?
Who'd Dandelion sing about? Know anything about her?
I believe she's a poetess, or trabaritz. Very skilled and exceptionally talented, of course.
This woman. Not a local, right?
I seem to remember him praising her melodious Kaviri accent. Makes sense. He referred to her as Calonetta a few times. Bizarre names are common in Kavir.
Gotta ask Zoltan about this Kalinetta.
Ok, debo irme.
Been a pleasure, but I've got stuff to take care of.
Exceedingly nice to meet you. Please come again. Well, can I expect any more lessons in future?
¿Dónde y cuándo?
Awfully convincing, miss. Wonder where you learned it. Name the time and place.
House here, tomorrow. Same time as today.
See you then.
See you, Master Witcher.
Bien, por lo menos parece estar todo bien. Pues por lo menos tengo mi equipo otra vez. Nivel 13, otro puntillo de habilidad. Perfecto. Bien, vamos a mejorar. Bien, no ha estado mal. Nivel 13. Ahora sale de la casa.
Nothing hurts as much as...
You know, Mr. Menger.
Vamos a hablar con Sultan.
Hey!
Stop it!
Life's not enough in the guts. Bailiffs are harsh. Best not cause any trouble at the inn.
Oh! I've got a ketchup! Greetings!
Menudo tostón de viaje.
How are you keeping?
Enani.
Miss your Sultan, you old bum?
Sultan, necesito tu ayuda.
Ah, you're back! You met Poppy? She ought to start talking any day now.
¿Dónde has sacado? Es una lechuza, no un loro.
Zoltan, venture to say a mage would have trouble turning that owl into a parrot.
Sure you know me that well? Mark my words, she'll be playing quint with us in no time. But we were to talk about Dandelion. So, how'd you do? Learn much?
Creo que sí.
Women on my list hadn't seen Dandelion in a while. All claimed he had been acting strange. Also mentioned he'd been seeing someone else. Thing is, Mystery Woman wasn't on my list.
What's she supposedly like, this lass?
Blonde, from
Muy bien,
Kovir.
Clover.
A Troberits, apparently. Named Kalinetta or something like that.
That makes it clear as crystal. It's Priscilla. Aye. Must be her.
¿Quién es Priscilla?
Who's this Priscilla?
A Troberits, like you said. Quite popular of late. Picture Dandelion with a pair of tits and you've got the general idea.
Interesting image. So how'd Dandelion handle meeting his female double?
I think he fell in love.
What can I say? Could be he finally met his match.
She's his match, all right. Maybe more. The laddie's head's on fire. Lassie's got him whirling.
All right. Guess we gotta talk to her.
Priscilla works for the Mummers troupe. Reynard and the Foxen. Whenever they're in town, she performs nightly at the Kingfisher.
Mean we've been sentenced to an evening of poetry?
Must you always? This'll be true poetry, Geralt. You'll see.
Ok, al Martín pescado. Hablando de subir rápido en el límite.
Eternal fire will guide us.
Do you see what I do?
Is there a land where I might find more of your kind?
Más trabajos. Ah, la casa encantada y el mercader tramposo.
Captured and displayed.
Bien, veamos si ya está aquí. A ver.
Ah, here already. Come on, let's find some arse rests. Should start soon.
Empezará pronto.
These scars long have yearned for your tender caress, to bind our fortunes. Damn what the stars are. Rend my heart open, then your love profess. A winding, weaving fate to which we both atone. You flee, my dream come the morning. Your scent, berries tart, lilac sweet. To dream of raven locks and twisted, stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep. The wolf I will follow into the storm, to find your heart, its passion displaced by our ever-growing, hardening into stone. Amidst the cold, to hold you in a heated embrace. You flee, my dream come the morning. Your scent, berries tart, lilac sweet. To dream of raven locks and twisted, stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep. I know not if fate you've been bound. The wish I whispered when it all began. Did it forge a love you might never have found? You flee, my dream, come the morning. Your scent, berry star, lilac sweet. To dream of raven locks and twisted stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep.
I know him! 'Twas him murdered some Temerian boys back in White Orchard.
Silence, woman. We've come to hear music.
A murderer?
There's a war on. Some die.
Oh, please, argue this out elsewhere.
Squabbles and rows again. And I was told this was a decent establishment.
If I know Geralt, he risked his noggin to save someone else's arse.
Save, you say? He murdered folk.
Don't let him provoke you.
There's the door. Settle this outside.
Come. I wish to listen to music. Music?
Cultural capital of the world? The fuck it is.
Permit me to introduce this here's Priscilla, known also as Calinetta. As lovely as she is talented. And this
Is Geralt of Rivia, I know. Dandelion's told me a great deal about you, and I've listened with bated breath. Don't be surprised. After all, doubt I could think of a more fitting subject for a ballad than a witch's love for a sorceress. Or should I say, sorceresses.
Bardos, no se puede confiar en ellos.
There's a good reason I don't pour my heart out to bards. They always babble, as you just demonstrated. But listen, besides giving you the details of my affairs, did Dandelion mention his own plans, where he might be going?
Splendid. Very funny, truly. So, see you later. Not here. Come with me.
Ay, mujer. Una ida y vuelta va a ser esto, ¿verdad?
There a reason for all this sneaking around?
An excellent one. When last I saw Dandelion, he told me he was planning a heist.
La
Siggy
cámara de
Reuben's
Siggy
vault.
Reuben.
sheeped up.
Joder.
And I've not seen him since.
Imagino que el golpe terminó mal.
Let me guess. Attempted heist was a failure.
Well, he's not driven up in a gilded carriage laden with jewels, so I should think so. I've asked after him everywhere, but it seems an army of tongue-stealing cats has overrun the city. I learned only that he raised a ruckus at Horson Jr.'s lair. Then Horson's men chased him all over town.
Horson Jr. Doesn't ring a bell.
Biggest prick in Novigrad. Not literally, but...
Got it. You're not a fan. But what did he do to you?
Try the whole town. He's one of 4 bosses who control the city's underworld. The others being Siggy Reuben, Carlo the Cleaver Veres, and the King of Beggars.
The rascal. At least he didn't cross the church as well. Bring that venerable institution into it. We'd be in deep then.
Parece que tendré que salvar a Jaskierden.
Here I go again, rushing to Dandelion's rescue. He ought to pay me a salary.
Whoever he is, I sincerely doubt he's in the mood for jokes. Nor am I, in fact.
Relax, I'll get him out of this. Gotta talk to this Horson first. And Siggy Reuben. Know where I might find them?
I don't know about Horson, but Reuben runs a bathhouse. Careful, though. He's a dangerous character.
so am I.
I don't doubt it. The dandelion's not. I beg you to hurry. Let me know as soon as you learn anything.
¿Cuántas veces le tengo que salvar el culo a Jaskier? Digo.
Well,
¿Ah? Digo,
all to do
¿cuántas
here.
veces le tengo que
Heading
salvar
back
el
to the
culo
Rosemary.
a Jaskier?
Got Bobby to feed. Then I suppose I'll wait. See if our warbler don't come home on his own. Take care now.
Enano.
I don't pay taxes just to have that sort wandering the city.
¿Cómo mierda hiciste eso de la puerta? No.
Calm down.
They've ordered to chase its witches.
I trust this information is surrender.
No loitering round here. Move it.
Ir a los baños, hablar con Sir Ruben, matar a una codorniz, no sé qué más pueden hacer.
Wonderful.
Bueno, hace ya 13 horas que estoy en directo. 13 horas con 13 horas. Si no les molesta, voy a guardar aquí de todo esto y voy a dejarlo más o menos hasta el mediodía. Hoy viene gente a la casa a comer. Entre todo yo he disfrutado demasiado esto, creo que demasiado. Bueno, cuando un juego te atrapa, eso que no quepa. A fin de cuentas llevamos jugando fácilmente 13 putas horas. Y no me siento cansado. Con eso les digo todo, por favor. Así que bueno, voy a... ¿Cómo se llama esto? A ver, ¿hay alguien conectado? Ronnie está conectado. Vamos a hacer una raid a Ronnie. Y dentro de todo vamos a ir a eso. Iniciar una raid. When running. Ahí está. Yo corto grabación y continuaremos más tarde.